So this is the first time when ESL is partnershiping with Valve for an event. How did it went as a first experience?
It's the first time in Dota, but it's not really the first time for us. We've done 4 CSGO majors before, so we kind of know what's working like with them. We're pretty happy that we can do this first Dota major as well. I think it's been a learning process for all of us. The majors are a new product. Nobody really knew how exactly they were going to look from the start. So we just worked together on defining it, what would be similar to the international, would be different. And I think we're in general pretty happy with how it turned out.
There are a few things that us, media, press, didn't like so much, like the thing that we have players so hide it from us. Do you think this can be improved somehow?
I think we're always trying to create something where players and the press can get together, but at the same time this is a very long tournament with a lot of prize money, so we're also trying to give players the space that they need so they can focus on the game. In general, I think in the future there might be more press days before the start of the main event. I know it's always a little difficult because obviously you want to talk to the players during the event and not just before it. We're trying to create a good balance so the players are not annoyed and they still get some interviews out. And I think going forward we'll just try to work on that so we find small improvements here and there.
How much was Valve's involvement in this production and how much was ESL's?
So we're doing the entire production and all the build here. The TV production is done mainly by us. Valve was very involved on defining the product, so how everything was going to look, how the players were going to be treated, what hotels they were going to be in. Some key parts on how we built the stage. Obviously we were very inspired by how TI looked and how we would run the TV show. They had a big say in that, but the main part, building everything, the logistics on site and the TV production, that's mainly an ESL
event. Do you have already some statistics, like how many viewers you had at the venue or how many beers people drank already?
I don't have numbers yet. I know that we're going to be sold out tomorrow, so the venue will be totally packed. We've seen over the week that more and more people have come. Obviously, as people who travel from further, they might only take a few days off to go to the event. I looked at online statistics. I think we're always between like 500,000, 1 million at the same time. I think G Secret actually went above 1 million. I don't have full statistics yet, but what we can see today is already it's pretty packed inside, that there's good atmosphere. And tomorrow for the final day, it's going to be full house, and I think that's what we expected.
Is anything that you really want to say or to add to this interview? Things that I didn't ask and you feel like there are needed to be said?
No, I think I just want to say in general we were pretty happy with how the major turned out. Obviously it's a new thing for us as well. For everyone out there it was also new. Everybody knew the international, but major is something that got introduced afterwards. And we've seen really amazing Dota. I think that's one thing we've seen. Sometimes with a tournament you can't really control the quality of the matches, and that's something you always have to be surprised of. But especially the last few ones, we've seen matches that are so close. We've seen some really unusual picks. We've seen some really unusual strategies, and that's what we're most happy about. I think that it's just for a Dota fan, it's such a great tournament with such a variety of players and strategies.
So you are much more into Dota than CSGO?
Actually, I came from CSGO, or I played Counter-Strike originally. I think I know more in depth about the game than with Dota, but at the end of the day, both games are really exciting to me, just because when I sit in there and I see people cheering, then it's, even though you do a lot of events, it's still something that's very special, and it's very unique. And that's the one thing why I think everybody should come to an event once, because watching the stream is nice, and you'll see people cheering, but it won't be the same as sitting in the audience and actually hearing everyone clap when there's a great move or something like that.